Hello. Sorry for the lack of videos over the past while, I mean. Well, I've just been very bored around my iPad and stuff like that. And so while I was bored, I was watching some pretty interesting videos on YouTube. And there was this one video where, you're not going to believe this. A dad forced his son to break his Xbox 360 and Xbox One consoles with a sledgehammer, all because he got shitacular grades in school in the past 3 weeks. Well, before the past 3 weeks were, passed, the kid was having pretty bad grades, and the dad warned him that if he doesn't get his grades up in 3 weeks, he's gonna be given an extreme punishment. And so, you know how some kids are these days, where they just rather sit around and do nothing and act like teenagers, where, they don't really care about school, they don't really care about, their grades. And because of that, the father just destroyed or forced his kid to destroy his consoles that the father paid with his own money, no less. To me, that punishment is stupid. And when I watched that video, I kind of asked myself, why couldn't a dad just punish his kid the old-fashioned ways? Like, slapping somewhere on the kid, or better yet, take their shit away for a certain amount of time. That's what usually happens to me nowadays whenever I misbehave, whether it's misbehavior in school or something else. I usually get my shit taken away from me for a certain amount of time, and I do my best to make up for those problems. Whereas this kid didn't give a shit about, his grades. It's just either the kid was dumb to begin with, or, as he kind of said in the video, the teacher wasn't really helping him with his studies. Well, some people speculated that the dad at least tried to help the kid get better grades. But yeah, it wasn't really working out. Like, if I had pretty shitty grades in school, I would have to work my ass off to get them back on track. And so I won't have to have my stuff either being taken away from me or destroyed. And that kid pretty much acted pretty immature in what he did. And the father was doing something pretty stupid as well. He's doing a pretty dangerous thing, which is make the kid use the sledgehammer to break his Xbox consoles. Worst case scenario, if the kid was very weak, has very weak arm strength, he could just flail the hammer all over the place and end up hitting himself or losing his grip and throwing the hammer accidentally to any random place. He could have hit his father if he had a pretty terrible grip on the hammer. But, yeah. And when he was gonna break his 360, he dropped the hammer and didn't want to, because he really loved that thing. Of course, to him, Xbox One was kind of a piece of crap compared to the 360. The 360 was pretty good back in 2005, but over the years, one of the things that really ruined it was the Kinect, because, well, the Kinect, though is revolutionary in itself, is not quite as cool as the motion controls on the original Wii and the PlayStation 3. So, yeah. But I really disagree with the punishment, is what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's stupid. And that a punishment like that should be illegal. Why? Because a lot of people are gonna overlook at this video, are gonna take a look at this video and either think this is a good punishment or a bad one. A majority of people think it's a stupid and it's a bad punishment, and possibly see it as a form of child abuse and report it with that flag thing. I did that myself, and I don't regret it. And the kid's name was Jason. Jason, if you're watching this, I feel very sorry that you have to destroy your consoles like that. And I hope your dad doesn't make you do a pretty stupid thing the next time you get into serious trouble. But at the same time, that'll teach you to not fuck around in school. Trust me. You won't regret this lesson in the slightest. Despite you being traumatized for life. Yeah, I really don't know what to say anymore. And yeah, that's basically it for that. And in other news of misbehaving kids on the internet, in one of his videos, one of the videos from Beyblade Galaxy 419, which was his non-custom Beyblade tournament sign-up, he was being very immature to some of the contestants who were participating, calling them stupid, dumb, pathetic, etc., etc. And just is basically, calling them names and making unsanitary insults. And I told him in one of my comments saying that the more he misbehaves, the more he's going to lose, the more fans he's going to lose, as well as views, and people are not going to really trust him anymore. Kind of like Jason David Frank, for when he turned down Power Morphicon last year because Austin St. John was going to be there. Yeah, that was totally out of place, but either way, Beyblade Galaxy 419 acted pretty immature in what he did. And so, hopefully he learns that the next time he's hosting a tournament, that he leaves positive comments for his contestants, rather than negative. I mean, whenever people come in my tournaments, I always have a positive attitude, and I do my best to help people out with their combos, and I don't insult them or call them names or even swear at them. Like, you know, that just is so ain't right. So, Beyblade Galaxy, if you're watching this, please note that the next time you host a tournament, be a little nicer this time. And don't use the same behavior you did earlier in your non-custom Beyblade tournament sign-up video. But yeah, that's it. This is the end of the video, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And do what you need to do. And this is Cody the Driving Master saying sayonara.